Hello, my beautiful artists. How are you guys doing today? I'm doing pretty good. And today we are going to be starting our projects for line. Yay! Like I told you, our lessons are going to be working on a 2-week span. So last week was our lesson week, and this week is our project week. And I have a pretty simple project for us to practice our lines. What we are going to do is we are going to use different forms of lines to write our name, our first name specifically. And I'm going to take you through the process just using my own name. And then, and then you guys will make your own and submit your own. The project itself is on y'all's line packet. It was the last page of your packet, so feel free to do it on that, or just get a separate sheet of paper and make your thing, take a picture, upload it. Either way is more than acceptable. So, so for our draw your name, I want each letter of your name is going to be a different kind of line. That's why we went through so many different kinds the other day, because I wanted to make sure you guys had plenty of options. Unless you have a super long name, I don't want you guys to repeat any kinds of lines. Each one should be different, so I can see that you understand and are able to make the different kinds of lines in a practical setting. So that's all I got as far as instruction goes. Let's jump into it. I'll be using my name, Natasha, which is my street name, Natasha. What I use at home, and I'm just gonna take you guys through. I'm gonna use different forms of lines to write my name, and then you guys will do the same at home. So let's get started. Here we go. Okay, so I've written my name at the top just so I have something to reference, even though I know how to spell my own name, but it never hurts. And we're gonna start this thing off with a curvy line N, which is, or I guess, no. Yeah, this one's curvy. So we're gonna just make a little curve. We're gonna make another curve and another, and there we have our N. N for Natasha. And now for this first A, I think I want to do a spiral. So I'm going to make my spiral circle, and then I'm going to make a little spiral tail for it. And there we have our A. So let me curvy, spiral. So I've written also the different kinds of lines I'm using, which I would also suggest to y'all. That's not part of your grading, but I would love for you guys to do that so I know exactly what kind of lines you are trying to make. So now I'm going to make a zigzag T. So we're gonna make our little zigzag line. And then I have my T, and I'm gonna write zigzag. So far, things are looking pretty good. I got Nat up on my page. And now I think I want to do a dotted A. Let's do a dotted A. So we're going to make our little dots in the form of an A, just like that. And I'm going to go ahead and I made some big dots, and I'm going to fill in the spaces with some little dots just so it's really clear what I'm doing. I'll write dot dotted right here. So now we have Nata. So far, I think it's looking pretty good. What do y'all think? Pretty good? Pretty good. Now we are on to my S. And I think I'm going to try to make a scalloped S. If we remember, scalloped is kind of like what we use for fish scales. It's little U's, except better than that. Anyway, so let's try this out. Ooh. Curves on S's are always hard. That's pretty good. Let me write mine. Oh, and I made a scalloped S, which starts with S, S. So that's kind of fun. There we go. We got a toss. Almost there. Yay. Now I think I want to make a bumpy line, because bumpy lines are kind of cool. So I'm just gonna kind of mess up my line just like we had done before to add some texture. Bumpy. And now we have Natasha. Let me make that line a little. There we go. Yep. And then last but not least, my very favorite line, I'm going to make a loopy line for my A. So I'm going to just make my loops and make the loopy little piece there. Loopy. Yay! And so now I have my name in different kinds of lines. I think it turned out pretty good. And now to add a little extra to this, I'm going to color it because I like colors and we should all use colors. I'm going to use crayons this time. It's one of my very favorite art utensils is crayons. It's what I started on, and I've done a lot of work with crayons, and I've always loved them. So we're going to use some crayons. Let's start with our N. Ooh, it's pretty. There we go. We got our N. And then we're going to go in with our A. I'm going to start with that first swirl, then come back for the tail. And we're going to use orange for our T. We'll use this green for our second A, my dotted A. I don't know why I like saying dotted, like a British accent, but I do. Almost every time. It's dotted. I'll go with another orange just because it's the first thing I pulled out of the box. For my scalloped S. There we go. Ooh, go for a nice teal, a nice blue-green for my bumpy. This one's gonna be a little bit harder because the bumpy line doesn't really have a rhyme or reason to it. It kind of just happens the way it does. That'll do. That will do. And let's go with a nice pink for my loopy line. And this doesn't, I'm just kind of going over it. It doesn't have to be perfect. If you want to just start off by using colors as opposed to going over with pencil first, that is more than acceptable. You just want to make sure you're careful because you can't erase crayons, you can't erase marker. And sometimes you can erase colored pencil, but I've never had very much good luck with that. So I would suggest either being very careful or starting off with pencil and then going over it. But there we go. There is my name in different kinds of lines. I think this turned out pretty cool. And yeah. that's a pretty simple project, I think, hopefully. For the beginning of the year, our projects will get progressively more difficult, but I figured that would be a nice, fun way for us to express ourselves and share our names. So that's all I got for you guys for this time. I can't wait to see your submissions. And let me one more time. Here's my name. It's Natasha. It's me. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.